And we are your election headquarters, and it's where you get all the best comprehensive aggregated information when it comes to elections. And of course, we do have the MPP primaries. It's going to start, we're told, I think my time is right, 7 or 6, 7. Okay, and it's going to end at 1. And definitely, it's going to take place in at least 100 of the constituencies. The MPP has parliamentarians in at least 169, but they're having it in 100. It also means that we need to talk about why we have the rest waiting in line for them to have it. But what a way for us to do this conversation. Evans Nimako is Director of Elections, is right here. He's a regular on the show, helps us to do many of the analysis and gives us more information when it comes to the party and its electoral activities. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Nimako.
You're welcome.
You're great. And the first question obviously will be, the last time you were here, we're supposed to have had the elections 168 constituencies. Why is it now 100?
Thank you very much. The party National Executive Committee, which is the body clothed with the responsibility and the powers to decide on how we plan on selection or elections of our parliamentary candidate, took the decision that out of the 169 constituencies that we have sitting members of parliament, also West Wuogon was exempted because we had gone for by-elections and we won. And as convention, by-election MPs are not subjected to primaries in the next elections. So we had 168. At the close of nomination, vetting committees, work, appeals committees sitting, and the final decision of the National Executive Committee, the party endorsed that 66 of the aspirants will go as sole candidates. And then the remaining ones, which is 101, will then be open for contest. So that was the decision taken. At the close of the National Executive Committee meeting, some decisions were taken, and General Secretary put it out there that for 3 constituencies, Gushegu constituency, Kwadaso constituency, and Doma Central constituency, some still consultations were ongoing, so they were put on hold. But just 3 days ago, the party leadership made the game, and the issues have been resolved. So they are coming on board the arrangement. So, for instance, Doma Central, our hardworking Minister of Health, Honorable Kokwai Mamenu, is going in as the sole candidate. Thankfully, Dr. Yao Yabua stepped down and has thrown his support to the minister to represent the constituency once more in Parliament. In the case of Gushegu constituency, the sitting member of Parliament on his own had written to the national leadership that he wouldn't want to participate in the primaries again. The constituency organizer, who was also competing, also wrote with the consent of his supporters that he also wants to step down from the race. And the party in the constituency decided that they want to go along with lawyer Hassan Tampuri, who is the CEO of the National Petroleum Authority. So the new candidate for Gushegu constituency is lawyer Hassan Tampuri. So that is it. Then the remaining constituencies, as I said, the 100 of them are open for contest. 101 open for contest. Kwadaso issue has been resolved, but they are not voting on 20th. They will be voting on Wednesday after 20th. So these are the arrangements that were put together by the National Executive Committee. General Secretary communicated to the party rank and file and the world at large. So thankfully, we are almost there. The party's arrangement is that because of the strict observance of COVID-19 protocols, instead of congregating at the constituency center, delegates will now congregate at the electoral area as defined by the Electoral Commission, so as to reduce the number and will not let it go beyond 100. And so we are observing all the protocols. Delegate will be given face masks. We are providing for each delegate. We're also making sure that Alcohol-based sanitizers are provided. We are putting an arrangement to ensure that there's Veronica bucket with soaps attached for people to clean themselves out very well as they come to the voting center. We've had discussion with the Electoral Commission. Ballot papers have been dispatched to the regional EC offices for onward dispatchment to electoral areas, which are going to serve as the voting center. In terms of security, the party general secretary wrote to the police service, all issues relating to security will be managed by the Ghana Police Service, and we hope that they will continue to do the good honor for us and help us organize a very successful conference in these areas. We have a total of 2,407 voting centers across the 101 constituencies. So far, discussions made, we expect that aspirants will comply with the party's constitution dictates, go along very well with the rules of engagement as stated in the rules governing the conduct of the primaries, and also bear in mind that the party is the supreme. And so they and their supporters have been advised. For our delegates, the polling station executives, electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, our council of elders and patrons who have the capacity to vote as delegates, they are not too much of a problem in situations like this. But sometimes the supporters who might go beyond our arrangement. So we are urging all party members that what we've done so far, they should crown it very well with this peaceful conduct, attitude, behavior on Saturday. Okay. This is the first time such serious political activity as elections is taking place in this era, COVID in Ghana. We are therefore expecting that we all observe strictly the protocols and also make sure that the ultimate is the victory for the New Patriotic Party. Yes, where people feel aggrieved, National Party has sent out national officers who will be responsible for each of the regions. So where there are grievances, these are individuals who step in to help.
There are some basic rules, like the provision, just like you've done in the past, and also for the national elections that we've all learned are the basic rules. You provide the electoral register to the contestants involved. Have you done that?
That has been done. The register with the photo album that was generated from the constituency, copies lodged with the headquarters, has been compiled and given to the Electoral Commission. And that is going along with the ballot papers. And as I said yesterday, the EC took delivery of them and they've dispatched them. It is our prayer that these sensitive materials will reach their various destinations to help us have a very successful conference.
And now there have been some reports, even not only from our correspondent, but also sporadically published in the media about some delegates who have cause to complain that their names have been removed from the album, meaning the register. Has it reached your good office?
Well, we've received not too many petitions. I can speak to Asante Achim North constituency, and some people involved have taken the issue to court. So the party is not going to go ahead to conduct the primaries tomorrow. We will make sure that the issues are resolved, and then we can go ahead. So yes, aspirants were given copies of the registers. I mean, it comprises our polling station executive. They are known. If, for instance, you go to Dome Kwabenya constituency or Adenta constituency or Bantama constituency or Doma East, our polling station executive, each polling station, we have 5 of them, and they are known. So it's not going to be possible for anybody to delete and insert. We expect that where there has been slight challenges, candidates or aspirants will approach leadership for us to rectify those challenges. It shouldn't be difficult. I can understand sometimes people also may raise their own hypotheses to find solutions, answers, and that stuff. If genuinely there has been any such deletions, we will look at them and resolve them, because we expect that, as we did in the orphan constituencies, tomorrow's conferences will also be conducted in a manner that will project the New Patriotic Party as the party that has the know-how in conducting itself within the space provided within the legal framework.
As of now, how many petitions do you have regarding concerns about disqualification, concerns about photo album names, the deletion?
Well, in terms of disqualification, we've not received any petition. When the party put together the arrangement to conduct the smooth primaries, we had a vetting committee in place, and we had a National Parliamentary Appeals Committee in place, and then the National Executive Committee. All who appeared before the vetting committee and then the Appeals Committee were made to appreciate the need for the party to go along one same wavelength, and it was agreed. Aspirant agreed that the decision of the National Executive Committee will be accepted because they have signed to an undertaking that they will respect that as. So people who were not encouraged by the National Executive Committee to participate in the primaries have not come up with any petition. The only petition we can talk of is what was coming out from Asante Achim North, and the people have gone to court. Before the announcement of the General Secretary concerning the people who have been recommended by NEC, some people had invoked cases. And in the General Secretary's press statement and press conference, stated categorically that constituencies that such incident occurred, the leadership must take the necessary steps and take those people through the disciplinary measures and announce that those people involved remain suspended. So such disciplinary measures have been put in place. And so those people, party really takes strong stance against such attitude. It's alien to us. The New Patriotic Party believes in contestation, and I always cite that our president has always gone through contest.
But you also believe in the rule of law, and people who are aggrieved, you go through due process.
Yeah, you go through due process. You don't go to the stream to invoke cases. I mean, because somebody wants you to become an MP or wants somebody's father, mother to pass on, I don't think that's the way to go. Okay. You, Jojo, I mean, we are lucky we have what we call the National Conflict Resolution Committee of National Council, chaired by our Chief of Staff. We hope that people who have concerns will approach her and get issues resolved. Okay.
What will be your last message to the delegates in the first place?
Well, thank you very much. Our delegates are executive, their leadership, and we expect that they will lead by example. Our aspirants have put in a lot of effort. We know that tomorrow is going to crown it all. We expect that, we wish them good luck. We expect that they will comply with the rules of engagement. At the end of the day, the New Patriotic Party. Our arrangement is that by the close of tomorrow's contest, we would have gotten our full MPs, candidate to represent the party. The party's arrangement is that we will have more than 2/3 majority in Parliament. For presidential, there's the date of 27 to do an outdooring of our presidential candidate and the running mate, and that's going to come on in a grand style. We are still in a mood of elections, and therefore expect that, yes, a bit of contention, but at the end of the day, it's the New Patriotic Party. We wish all aspirants well. We pray that the Almighty God will see us through. It is also our wish that no matter the outcome, it is the New Patriotic Party that will remain victorious. Long live Ghana, long live New Patriotic Party, and long live our hard-working president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
That's a true party man. Well, Evans Damako is Director of Elections for the NPP, and you're starting with time?
We're starting at 7 a.m. And then closes at 1 p.m. After 1 p.m., the EC is not going to open the ballot box. Counting will start after 1 p.m. and results will be declared at all the electoral. Results will be announced at all electoral areas. It will be collated at the constituency secretaries, and the EC will do the final declaration.
That's all. all well said and done. Thank you very much, Mr. Evans Demakun, Director of Elections for the MPP. We need to have a conversation about our fathers and how we look through the lenses of fatherhood with religion. And we're going to have our discussants very soon. Mama View Sabwaji will do that, but let me just run this by you. For the shield that you've always been in times of trouble, now for the love and affection that you've always portrayed, for the stern yet essential admonishment you gave when we faltered, for pointing us in the right direction when we strayed, we say thank you, Dad. Make sure you pamper your dad with our special Father's Day package and enjoy a 1-month free subscription on the Graphic News Plus app. And that event is a cool 250 Ghana cedis by the rates. Cool one. And we have great partners. Alisa Hotel is on, and then we have Silverstar on board, ATL proudly being part of this initiative. It's also brought to you by The Mirror, Ghana's most popular weekend paper and graphic courier. So fast, so easy. And that's why we're going to have a next conversation. Father's Day just over the weekend coming up, a day after that election by the MPP. And what a way for us to have this conversation. Some of the great fathers, those who inspire, those who lead the church, those who lead the mosques and the whole congregation we have for the topmost religions of the world. Bishop Charles Arjun Asari and boss of the Perez Chapel International is there. He is the founder, great inspirer. Another inspirer is Sheikh Arimiya Shaibu. He's a great educationist, an Islamic cleric, and a motivator for all of us. I say good morning to all of you. Mama View Sabwaji is coming up with the next conversation. How are you all?
Yes.
Very fine. Thank you so much.
Good.
Okay. All right.
And,
So,
Bishop Ajasari, good morning.
Good morning, Sheikh. How are you?
Fine.
well, so we're taking a break. When we come back, Mama View Sabwaji with these two wonderful people we have in Ghana.